It's not me without doing something weird, isn't it? Welcome, everybody. We're doing SegaSonic The Hedgehog, an arcade game released only in Japan and using a very unique control scheme.
Oh, 9 credits. Ooh.
He'll need them.
Here's our playable schmucks for the game. We got Sonic and introducing Ray the Flying Squirrel and Mighty the Armadillo. And yes, the control of this game is with a trackball. If you know how hard it is to emulate, it sucks!
There's a reason why Sega's never re-released this in any way, shape, or form.
And they wanted to back, I think, like around like the GameCube, PS2 like collections. They were planning to like do at some point.
What
like,
in the goddamn Four Swords bullshit is this?
Oh, so they did want to re-release.
They did want to, but they can't emulate the controller on newer controllers because how do you emulate the trackball?
So I guess the only real solution would be to actually remake the game.
Pretty much.
And why would you?
So anyway, to actually show what I've done, basically this is emulated via MAME's arcade emulator. That took a hell and a half to set up. And just for it, we're going to show off all 3 characters. So I did 3 full runs of this game.
Oh, I mean, it's probably short. It is short.
Including several other freaking test runs because, man, this is something else. So mainly how I had set up is that my
This music sounds familiar.
I don't know what it is, but it's just the sound font makes me think a lot like an actual like Genesis-esque game. Like one of the songs definitely makes me think of like
it's in Mania Plus.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's from the Encore DLC.
God.
So yeah, there's
seeing
7
how
levels.
Sonic's running around and how he's controlling and using it through trackpad, give me a fucking serious PTSD it is.
It's about the same level of awkward.
Yeah, except instead of using motion controls, you gotta hope to God that your controller setups where you're actually doing the faster run instead of just a simple walk.
No, motion controls and also tilting and shit.
Yeah, motion controls.
Icy Isle.
So yeah, since this game was never released in Japan, even though in the coding it was planned to at some point, with even including a sprite of Saturday and Robotnik instead of Eggman.
Oh.
But again, they never put it out to the US, so what we have is this version. But yeah, this was planned to this is why we have English in the cutscenes. Because normally it would just be in Japanese.
Well, to be fair, English takes up a lot less memory than Japanese would.
That's funny. The reflected and flashing, but you were flashing out, even though to the point where you're looking at this. Catch. Oh, this is what that's for. Okay. With animation.
The Mania devs really go for the deep cuts.
Why hasn't there been a Mania 2?
Good question.
Blame Sega?
Why hasn't there been a what?
A Mania 2.
Because Sega and the Mania devs couldn't come to an agreement.
Well, Sega missed out on good money there, didn't they?
Yeah, remember they thought, oh, we don't need them to make a 2D Sonic game. We can make our own with the guy who made Sonic CD.
Seems to make Superstars, which wasn't a bad game, but
it's got problems.
Mania's better.
Yeah, compared to the other game.
Superstars has a lot of fucking problems.
Still, it's interesting seeing this game in action in full.
Hmm.
Like the only exposure I've had to this game is those classic Evolution of videos.
Hmm.
A classic YouTube staple.
Yeah.
Yeah, not gonna lie. I was kind of like, as 10 the story goes, I'm bored. So I
I
do
know.
random things, and at one point I was like, you know what? Let me just see if anybody's ever actually like made it more playable than having to use MAME. And yeah, there was like a website that had it playable. I was like, I'm not going through that route again. I'm not doing another
shit,
curvy.
Once is bad enough.
Also, yeah, it
Yeah.
does it level in 2D, yeah, and 2D Sonic and stuff.
So I decided, you know
And
what? I'm
isometric
gonna
3D.
Yeah.
put my big boy pants on and try emulation to see if I can get this running. And this is the closest thing I'm gonna get to it. To
Oh
be
no!
honest.
Oh no, money!
Hey, the antlion.
Oh,
That's just perspective failing you.
whoop.
You're really seeing the quarter munching in this, aren't you?
Definitely.
Oh, he's dead. Mighty.
No, I'm not putting my death quotes for this one. I don't want to. It goes way
Too much
fast.
effort.
Yes,
Yeah.
your face.
Like, there's not like a pause, and plus the game immediately boots up the order system. It's like, I don't care.
Wow, Brian, you spent $300 to beat SegaSonic? That's crazy. Didn't know you were a woman.
No,
like
that sounds like someone. That sounds like someone trying to beat the original House of the Dead saga.
So, will this been the only, at this point, like one of the only like Desert S levels in Classic Sonic and stuff?
CD tried
Yes.
to have Dazzle, and that backfired.
Yes, not counting the unused / canceled stuff. Absolutely, this is the only desert in 2D Sonic.
Yeah, up into Mirage Saloon in Mania.
Almighty.
You
Come
suck.
on, you're better than that.
Yeah, I
Fake.
could have inserted it in, but I did get like a bonus in his round one.
Trap
And he has the most
power.
the most biggest grin I've ever seen.
So in this case, so Eggman just kidnapped Sonic, Mighty, and Ray.
Yes,
Yeah, and he's like, "Can
and
you
put
get
them in a
through my
Japanese game
traps,
show
Sonic?"
from hell.
Oh, so you too?
Takeshi's Castle, Sword Dishiner.
It's Eggman's escape room.
Welcome to Eggman's Castle.
So yeah, since I'm not set, I haven't set up where it's like, we're using the slow, we're just straight up running, which can help for certain parts of the stage. Too bad when the moments actually need you to slow down. It's like, well, but can't do that.
Again, trackball.
Uh-huh.
No.
Ouch.
Very Saturday morning there.
Yeesh. Whoa. Whoop.
Yeah.
Oh no.
No, everything's on fire.
Those mines.
Yes, like
You
I
know,
said, the little Japanese game show.
Bloody hell.
So your Takeshi's Castle won't be far off.
Yeah, Takeshi's Castle in this case, it's Eggman's Castle.
Robotonics cast.
There we go.
This isn't Sonic the Fighters. That is not an invitation for any of you to do that.
Joke's on you. It's been on my list for ages.
Landslide Limbo.
Oh, so you have it. Oh, so you have it on PlayStation 3 and/or Xbox 360?
Why do you think it said on my list for a while? I'm not gonna get to it anytime soon.
Oh Jesus.
And I don't want to use the GameCube version on it. I'd rather actually
Well,
try
of
to
course
play
not,
one
because the
of
HD version is feature complete.
Yeah.
I-
It's an awkward thing of trying to actually grab onto these things.
Remember, it's a trackball and a button. That's all this game had. And he doesn't have a trackball.
Nope.
I mean, Bryan did manage to, do two Toon Tumble.
Because
Yeah.
someone patched it to remove the tilting.
It's called using the frickin'
It's just Kirby in.
Kirby. Ugh. And well, frickin' Looney Tunes moment here.
Oh, god damn it, really?
I just love how it's like if the game's trying to make sure it's like if you're not keeping track of where you're going, you just run straight into a wall. It's painted on.
God, those what's it called? The chippy them earlier, or the pulley thing them earlier, give me another fucking Rings fucking PTSD. Because then there's a whole back you have to. Oh my God, he's dead. He's dead. Ray's dead.
Oh no.
So
Ray's
that's
dead.
why it took Ray so damn long to show back up in the games.
The hospital bills, like you wouldn't believe.
I'm afraid to ask how many credits you had to spend on this.
Jesus.
In total, I have no idea.
What makes this place a limbo?
It's just alliteration.
There's more than one meaning to the word limbo.
Well, I think it was 2.
When was this released?
92.
93.
It's a 92, is it? On the title screen. Wild Waterway.
What was the recent Sonic games around that time?
Sonic 1 and 2.
Yeah. And like maybe CD?
No, that'd be a year later.
Would have been okay.
This is like more of an early on. Like Sonic's known for a lot of things.
Yeah, so
Not
Sonic
just
1,
video games.
maybe 2, and then this.
You know, like he had Dogtail adventures, like him having a popcorn machine, him being a police officer, him being a teacher.
An astronaut or pilot of a
An arcade version of Sonic 1 and 2.
Yes.
Oh no, does that mean another run through, but the arcade runs?
Fuck no!
I need a switch. I need a switch and a capture card for that, friend.
Wait, don't wait on Switch.
Mm-hmm.
Man, if only you knew somebody who had a Switch and a capture card.
Yeah, I know. I'm talking to him right now, so do it.
Well, you know a lot of people who have Switches game. You admit most of here have a Switch and a
Yeah, I know, but which one of us is stupid enough to do a Sonic game on a Switch with a capture card? And one that we're all sick and tired of. After all, Brian's the one who loves doing weird Sonic 1 playthroughs.
You're right. I think we should all take our turn on Genesis.
Have fun with
What about
that.
that one?
You fucking drowned.
Yeah, no, this is why.
What's
I don't
wrong, Ben?
do it.
Ben, are you chicken?
You can't do the
This-
slow jump. You can only do the hard jump. So Mighty goes
This
freaking
fucking
flying.
looks like bullshit.
Again, trackball. In a very weird sentence that I have to utter, the trackball. This game is made for a trackball, so a controller is highly inaccurate.
Mm-hmm.
Is the waterfall slowly getting rid of itself? Is it?
Pretty much. Like the camera's slowly going up if you mess up.
Oh god, that's all your starter credits.
Everybody goes in the balloon.
Oh well, at least it's virtual money. I don't give a damn.
Yeah.
At least you didn't spend money on this. At least you didn't spend money on this game like Castlevania.
Alright, I can see why this guy took a break between Knuckles Chaotix.
This is a money abuse. Jesus Christ.
What happened to Mighty? What happened to Mighty between Knuckles Chaotix and Sonic Mania?
Well, you
Cuts
see.
to this footage.
Yeah.
He took a really long sabbatical.
So
I know he's washed up in current terms.
Ray got burned and shocked. Money just drowned her.
There's
I
Sonic.
mean, Mighty and Ray are
Mania.
pretty much gone again anyway.
Yeah.
After their appearance in Mania, they've just disappeared again.
Tower. I mean, they are being used in comic stuff. They've been well, somewhat. Whenever they
Yeah,
do
but-
classic era stuff. So they're still somewhat about, but not really as often because I don't really use. Oh, this fucking thing.
Oh god.
Also sucks if you accidentally time yourself underneath these poles. They freaking spike you both down and upwards.
It's fucking dead. Oh my god. Sonic.
So yeah, anytime if you do get a game, you can swap to another character.
So
Like it matters.
It doesn't matter.
like
All
an
of them play the
arcadey,
exact same.
It's like an arcade Team T game in a way. Or like an arcade like Streets of Rage stuff. Run away! Oh my god! Bloody hell.
It's not over yet. Now it's time for round 2.
Oh! Does the thing grab you? You just insta die, or do you get to game over? Do you?
No, it just pushes you forward.
Yeah, because that's the thing that grabs you and stuff. That's
It makes you wonder how much of a budget Eggman has for all this, because this could not have been cheap.
There's this whole island. This is as well. This is so.
You still gotta get all the material.
Secretly was built by Gerald Robotnik.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Man's everywhere, don't you know?
Grandfather,
Hey.
why do you have this weird island on any?
It was made in his earlier years.
Yeah. This is before Marie was born.
He made it with his son.
Which one?
Which one?
Yes.
That's the
Eggman.
mystery.
Doug on it.
Well, up, time to blow it up.
Oh, fucking Metroid.
Now this final part. If you mess up and you get that countdown to 0, you straight up lose. No bonus points, no nothing. Game over. Start again.
We're on level 1.
You lose. Good day, sir.
Woohoo!
Part of me was half tempted to just play the Mega Man 7 credits theme.
Yeah.
Oh
God,
Christ,
Sonic.
it's freaking Portrait of Sonic, and then it's like once it switches to right, it's just like
Why is Handler so
it's
small?
like nearly identical to this one.
Oh my god!
It looks so
the
much-
original Sonic OCs.
Yeah.
the not Tails and not Knuckles.
Yeah, before they... Well, before at least Knuckles doing this, yeah.
Yeah, and though in that case, when Knuckles did exist, Mighty reverted to just be a pal swap of Sonic.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And then Ray was just poof.
We don't talk about Ray.
Oh, he's only 3.
Of course, of course, it just took so fucking long for Ray to come back. Everyone makes jokes about why it took the Chaotix so long to come back and why Mighty never showed up there, but Ray!
At least the Chaotix sporadically show up.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ah!
Into the ocean with thee.
Okay,
That was very Sonic X.
You know, listening
Yeah.
to that voice line again, I remembered something I commented to Bryan because he showed me this footage once before. The voice of Eggman in this game is Master Roshi.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
I didn't
what?
make a list of like a lot of Dragon Ball characters. They're actually for these characters.
Mm-hmm.
Ray. Ray. Ray.
13th. I don't care. I'm done.
Son. Ray. Me.
Of course, no one can beat Sonic in the scores.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was SegaSonic The Hedgehog Arcade.
Never again.
Never
The
again.
game of all time.
It's done.
Yes, Ben, it is indeed the arcade game of all time.
Enjoy us next time for weirder Sonic games because clearly we can't escape this goddamn franchise.
Sonic Chronicles!
I can't wait.
I said weird, not bad.
What?